Hey guys, today it is Monday, April 27th, 2020, and as you can see here, I have a package that has now been opened. Now, I tried to film this video earlier today, however, unfortunately, I was interrupted and it was something that I had to take care of. So, what I've decided to do is instead of totally scrapping what I was going to do, I decided I'm just going to show you the opened jersey that I got. But before I get into that, there is something else as well. And it's this. Truth is, I was not planning on doing this jersey unboxing video, but there is a bit of channel housekeeping related things that I'd like to take care of. And instead of waiting until a weekly roundup video comes up, or waiting to add it in and mention it at some point during a more important video than this one, I figured, you know what, I've had this jersey package sitting here for the past week that I haven't opened, and I figured that, you know what, why don't I just tie it all in and make a new separate bonus video for you guys to watch if you want to see it. So I got this jersey about a week ago, and I thought that I'd do a jersey unboxing today. So on that note, I'm not going to make you guys wait anymore to see what it is, but I honestly never thought that I'd go and purchase this jersey, but I saw one for a really good price that was just a little bit too good for me to pass up on. So I went for it and I bought it, and yeah, the jersey's in good shape, and you know what? It's one of those weird jerseys that's definitely a product of its time from the late 1990s, early 2000s era. But you know what? It's definitely an interesting design. But I figured I'd buy it, and so far, yeah, I'm happy with it. And it's in really good shape, especially for being an older jersey. So, as you can see here, it's got this big, massive, scooped chest stripe thing on the front that kind of looks like a claw or something. It's really weird and wacky, and it's definitely a design and a uniform that, as you see here, that I really don't miss, I'm not going to lie. So, okay, if I can ever get this to sit up straight between now and Christmas. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys the arm design a little bit, because if you look closely on the Senators' current uniforms, you'll notice that this arm design was clearly some type of basis for the panels on the sides of the Senators' current uniforms. And in my opinion, at least, I feel that Adidas has actually made the Senators' current uniforms a little bit worse. This is going to sound super ironic coming from me, as someone who usually prefers block fonts 99.9% of the time. But I felt that the Senators' current uniform design that they've essentially had since 2007, obviously with the exception of the tweaks that I got with the switch over to the Adizero jersey template, but I actually felt that the Senators' old number and lettering font was better for their current uniform style than the simple block font. But anyway, another big thing, looking at this older version of their current logo, it makes me appreciate their current logo much more to just see how much better it is than this. I mean, there's even like a copper color of fabric here and a bit of a darker bronze-ish, not bronze-is, my bad. Anyway, but you notice how it's got that coloring. From a distance, it's fine, but up close, man, that's not pretty. But, you know, I don't think the Senators, looking at this and literally thinking about this right now, I think the Senators should get a little bit more credit, in my opinion, for the fact that they did upgrade their logo when they switched over to Reebok. But unfortunately, the uniforms are not the best. And I feel that trying to shove in a Reebok Edge designed and tailored uniform onto the Adidas uniform template, Adizero, it just has made it worse. So I'm really hoping that the Senators are going to finally decide to get some new uniforms here soon. But since it seems like their chief marketing officers tend to get changed as often as your average person changes their underwear in a week, it seems, who knows when or if Ottawa will ever change their uniforms, at least anytime soon, or for the foreseeable future, even though right now the pandemic certainly doesn't help either, eh? But yeah, I mean, when I look at this logo here and I look at their current logo, I mean, even though their jerseys suck right now, with the exception of their third jersey, I mean, at least we can agree, I think most of us can at least, that they did make this logo far better when they switched over to Reebok. Now, on the shoulders you have the original logo, and personally this is still, in my opinion, by far and away the best Ottawa Senators primary logo that the team has had since joining the NHL in 1992. Now, I think the prototype logo is also very good, and I do hope to see it at least on a third jersey someday, but if they're going to keep the Roman Centurion theme going from here on in, I would prefer if they went back to this logo and do a third jersey with the prototype logo. But I'm going to give you guys a chance to see the back of it as well before I move on. So I think you guys will be able to hear me say this, so that's why I will just flip my jersey around and talk here a little bit more. But there is a bit of channel housekeeping that I do want to take care of. So here we go. Where the hell are we here? All right. So here's the back of the jersey. I must say this jersey has not aged well, and I'm going to make a big, honest statement here. I don't miss it. But, you know, the reason I decided I would buy this one is because I found it for a really good price, and you know what? I have not seen one of these for sale in this good a shape in a long time, so I thought that I'd throw it in, and you know what? This will actually be a fun jersey to wear once in a while. I'm not going to lie. I'll have to use it at least as a jersey backdrop at some point. We'll see. But yeah, no, I thought I'd show this jersey and do something a little extra for you guys today. I had some channel housekeeping, that's what I call it, that I want to sit down and talk to you guys about today, and instead of including it and throwing it into a video that's way more relevant than this video, well, I honestly figured, okay, well, why don't I just grab this package that I haven't opened yet and make it an unboxing video and throw in the extra housekeeping stuff in as well. Actually, before I wrap up my talk about the Ottawa Senators, since I just opened a new Senators jersey I got in the mail, I know that some of you guys that I've been talking to lately, I know that some of you do prefer the Roman Centurion logos. Personally, in my honest opinion, I strongly, overwhelmingly prefer the O uniforms, and it's not even close for me. And the reasons why is, number one, I do feel that the barber pole style uniforms are much nicer looking. And number two, I love how they pay homage to the hockey history of the Ottawa Senators. The original Ottawa Senators were part of the NHL as far back as 1917, when it was still the National Hockey Association. So there is over a century of professional hockey history in the city of Ottawa. So I love how the O embraces that. And to me, the beige and black O jerseys that we've seen in the past decade, they are my favorite Ottawa Senators jerseys of all time. And this red one is a close third. But I prefer the shape of the O on the black and beige heritage uniforms that they've worn over the past decade. The black one being their third, and the beige one being their Heritage Classic sweater in 2014, when they played in the outdoor game against the Vancouver Canucks in Vancouver. But, I mean, I agree with everybody. The O is such an oh-so-boring, oh-so-simple logo, and puns are completely intended, by the way, if you couldn't tell already. But I still think that the O is a great... It's not that the O is a good logo. It's like the Washington Capitals' original script logo. To me, it's not that the logos are good. It's that the uniforms that those logos sit on tie in so well with those boring logos, and it really makes them look good. And sometimes it's not always about the design, and sometimes it's also not always about the logo. What I've learned is that it's how it all looks when it's tied together. So in the Capitals retro jersey case, when you tie in the crazy, crazy busy uniform design with such a simplistic logo, in my opinion, it worked brilliantly. And those are my favorite Capitals uniforms. And I know a lot of people don't agree with me on that. Now, as for Ottawa, I totally agree. The O is boring as hell. But on the jerseys, like this one here, the NHL 100 Classic third jersey that the Senators still have, thankfully. Okay, obviously I'm biased when I say that. But to me, when you look at the overall uniform, the O works. When you look at the Capitals throwbacks, that boring logo works very well. And I think their simple logo does work good on their current home and away jerseys in Washington as well. So I thought I'd add in that little extra Sens talk because for me, I really, really love the O jerseys for Ottawa. I really love the heritage uniforms. And I also really have grown to love the NHL 100 Classic uniform. At first, I thought it was a good design. But once I started seeing the Senators wear it as a third jersey, I really fell in love with that design. It's not perfect. But if the Senators want to continue to wear red at home as their main color, I mean, then switch to the current third jersey full-time and fix the collars. But I think for the NHL 100 Classic jersey, if it was made by Reebok and it had a traditional Reebok edge collar with a beautiful lace-up, I think that uniform would be even more loved than it is now, if anybody loves it, which I think a lot of people do, I'm sure. But if it was done with a decent Reebok edge lace-up collar, I really do believe that it would look that much better. But those Adidas collars have ruined far too many teams in my heavily biased opinion. But anyway, I thought I'd do a little bit of extra Senators talk. And truth is, I also remembered, I want to thank you, Nick, if you're watching this, because when I posted your Senators concept yesterday on Discord, I remember, I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot to open my package that I got in the mail a week ago. So then today I pulled it out and I was like, wait, I got stuff channel related I want to talk about anyway. Why don't I just do an extra bonus video and do an unboxing? So anyway, thanks for that too, Nick, by the way. So to you, Orbital, there was something you said too that I thought was interesting. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you do prefer the Roman Centurion. For me, if they're going to keep the Roman Centurion theme, I hope they go back to the original logo or use the prototype logo, because I think both of those are far better than the current one, even though I do think the current logo is good. Especially looking at the old version of it up close in this video. It makes me appreciate the current one a whole hell of a lot more. But my favorite Senators Roman Centurion logo is the original. And the prototype is a close second. But if they do go ahead with the Roman Centurion theme, I do think that we do need to see that prototype logo become an actual used logo. And so it should. It deserves it. It's a great logo. Even if, you know what, it's not even my favorite Ottawa Senators logo, but I think it's a damn good logo and it should be on a jersey. It deserves it. And it respects the original history of Ottawa by forming an O shape as well. That part, if that doesn't make it worthy in of itself of being on the jersey crest, let alone the fact that, of course, it's a good design, then I don't know what is. But also, Sean, I know I got around to making another XFL video, and I totally agree with you. The fact that it's folded sucks. Really sucks. So now I'm kind of making this a little bit like a weekly roundup without it being a weekly roundup. Okay. But here's what I want to get into, guys, and I'm going to get into a little bit more, kind of more serious stuff. Not really. But first off, the first thing and the biggest thing for me in this video today is I want to address my weekly roundup video that I filmed yesterday. About 20 minutes into that video, I said, I'm going to move my camera over here because once again, I'm getting interrupted. I think I said something right along those lines, and I watched it last night and I thought to myself, you know, I would have preferred if I didn't openly get annoyed on camera. But I want to explain the other end of it. And to you guys who have channels like the Weed Seat 96, Windy City Hockey, King Angus, Sean, of course, I want to, and to anybody else who I'm forgetting, and I apologize if I forget you. But yeah, to you guys here who are regular commenters on my channel and people I talk to constantly who have their own channels, I'm sure you guys probably get interrupted once in a while as well, where you have to retake videos because you've been interrupted, I'm sure. And you guys probably understood what I was going through yesterday. But on my end, what ended up happening is I had multiple takes interrupted from a different bunch of things, whether it's people talking outside my door, people having full-blown conversations outside of my room, or a vacuum going off. It was a bit frustrating, and that weekly roundup video yesterday was one of the more frustrating videos that I've had in terms of filming. But with that video, though, there was my first interruption came when I had been 22 minutes into filming the weekly roundup video. Then, so about 22 minutes into the video I filmed yesterday, I got interrupted. Second time, I was about 15 minutes in. Then the third time, somebody's knocking on my door and asking me something that I'm already like 13 minutes into the third take. And then I got to go and, shoot, what did I have to do? Oh yeah, I had to go grab something for my dad. And that was an interruption that took me, and I was 17 minutes into a video. Then there were people talking outside my bedroom door when I was like another dozen minutes into my fifth take. And then my sixth take, like 4 minutes in, I get interrupted again. So basically it took me about 7 or 8 takes, I can't remember, to finally be able to do a full recording of my weekly roundup video yesterday and get it uploaded for you guys on time. So I apologize for getting a little bit annoyed on air right in the middle of a video yesterday, but that is why. And I thought I'd address that because I don't blame people for watching a video like that and going, "Wow, this guy's getting annoyed on camera." Eee. I could see somebody saying, "Hey, this is, you know, why are you doing this?" Or anyway. I mean, we all understand that sometimes things happen, which in my case it did, and I'm sure it's happened many times for you guys, especially those of you who have YouTube channels as well. And you guys know who you are, eh? But, you know, the thing is that I watched it yesterday and I kind of cringed a little bit. I'm like, oh, shoot, I should have tried to at least find a way to maybe even trim the video here on YouTube with their editing, which is, I don't know, I find their editing tools here on the site are not the best, but, you know, who knows. I'm actually, since it's a weekly roundup video, I'm not going to make a big effort to go in and edit it out now, because I don't think it's really worth it anyway. Especially when I know that not as many people are going to watch it anyway, which is, in that case, it's not a bad thing. Better to make a mistake on a video that you know is probably going to have a smaller audience anyway. And I'm not saying that, you know, you guys, I don't mean to say that in a bad way. That's what I'm trying to get at. But the good thing about those of you who I know do watch the weekly roundups, you guys I know would be a lot more understanding of my situation than some average Joe coming in and watching a video just 'cause. And guys, with that though, I want you to know I do appreciate you guys and your understanding if you are thinking about it and thinking, oh, well, what about that time 3 weeks ago and I tried to make a video and I got interrupted because my mom came in the room, or or a sibling was knocking on my door, or my dog was barking, or my dog was taking a dump on my floor. Just random examples like that. I don't know. But yeah, no, I felt a little bit, I was kind of looking and listening to that part of the video and like, ah, shoot, I should have left that. I should have just kept my thoughts to myself. But anyway, I thought I'd acknowledge that here today, so my apologies there. The next thing I want to do is mention that I did update the titles of multiple videos, and I finally got around to responding to a bunch of your comments on my YouTube videos. So if you guys have noticed an absolute bombardment of Rockzilla responses to your comments on my videos, I finally decided to sit down and get it done. I wanted to do it all in one day. I finally found some time, and I took advantage of my time. I was proactive with it, as one of my old managers would say, and I got it done. And guys, I couldn't be happier. I hate leaving responses unanswered. I mean, obviously, if I became a Hockey Guy 2.0, for example, that responding to people would be either super difficult, if not impossible, because you'd be spending all day, every day, responding to comments, and it would never end. But for a smaller channel like mine, well, I do my best. And obviously, you guys, I know, are fairly understanding that I don't always have the time in the world, all the time in the world to respond like I would. But, you know, I do my best to always try to get back to everybody who responds to my comments. But I want to publicly ask YouTube to do me a favor. Can you please do a better job of screening comments? Because I had one guy commenting on something about the Seattle Seahawks neon green color rush uniform when they decided for one game to actually pair it with their navy blue pants, which looked really good, by the way. The poor guy comments saying that, you know, he was at the game and it looked really good. I think that's what he said. I hope I'm not incorrect on that. Sorry if I am. But he was basically saying that he saw the Color Rush uniform with the navy blue pants for the Seahawks and it looked way better. Why was that flagged as spam? There was nothing spammy about it. You know what was spam that should have been flagged? Was this one music channel that said, oh, here before you hit 200 subscribers. Great content. Do you want to be YouTube friends? Listen, if you want to be buddy-buddy with me, how about you just watch the videos and comment on them like everybody else? And most of all, don't go around spamming people's channels. Because I swear I've seen that channel before, and they did get their comment deleted, and it wasn't even me who did it. It was the algorithm. Somebody must have flagged that channel. But anyway, you know, and there was this other one that was going around just, there was a spam channel going around saying, hey, awesome comment or awesome video. You deserve more subscribers. Well, thanks for the compliment. That means a lot. But do I really know this? Do I really trust the sincerity of it when I see you in your little bot thing? Or hopefully you're not a bot, but you know, when I see you on 100 different channels that I watch now and then saying the same thing, are you really being sincere with that? Or are you just a bot trying to get attention and trying to get more people to go to the bot's creator's channel? You know, I'm sure you guys do occasionally see these bots like, hey, you deserve more subscribers. You know, I mean, the comment was really nice. I mean, that was a nice compliment, and I'm not saying I'm ungrateful. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't want to come across as being ungrateful, but when I see this same person or bot or whatever saying that, hey, great content here, you deserve more subscribers, on dozens of different channels that I have watched within a matter of a week, I don't know if that's really a person commenting. I think it might be, in my opinion at least, I would suspect some quote-unquote someone like that would be more likely to be a bot sending the same thing amongst other channels. But hopefully I'm wrong. But in my personal opinion, I think it's possible that I think it is likely that they were a bot. Anyway. But yeah, no, that annoyed me. So dear YouTube, for the love of God, can you do a better job of flagging comments? When there's a commenter that's clearly very likely to be spam, flag them. Don't flag the guy telling me he was at the Seahawks game when they wore their Color Rush neon green jersey with navy blue pants, because that's not spam. I want his comment to be on my channel. The other person saying, hey, let's be YouTube friends, if they are a bot, I don't want them on there. Anyway, short rant, I wanted to get that off my chest too. Now, I have been talking for almost a half an hour now, and boy, I'm really great with my time, eh? Longer, about only double the amount of time I was expecting to be doing this video for, but I thought I'd take care of that channel housekeeping, but truth is, I've got one more thing. I'm aiming to do a live stream on Sunday. It's been a long time, and I would like to try and do one more live stream before I rebrand the channel in August. So I'm aiming to do a live stream on Sunday. If you are interested in joining in on the live stream this coming Sunday in 6 days from now, keep an eye for an announcement on Discord, and I will, if I make a video, maybe what I'll do is I'll film my weekly roundup video on Saturday, and I'll make an extra announcement for people Saturday night saying, hey guys, this is when I'm doing my live stream on Sunday. So I'm aiming for Sunday, but I'm not going to promise and guarantee it just yet, because I got to make sure that I'm going to be able to do it, hopefully without any internet problems. That's the honest to God reason why I've been avoiding live streams too. It's because every time I do one, the internet wants to crash. And it is a royal, colossal pain in the ass each and every time. And I hate it. And unfortunately, I've seen the same thing happen to other people. And you know what? It's frustrating. It's a royal pain in the ass. But anyway, guys, if you have stuck around and listened to this video start to finish, I hope it's been worth your time. I did not intend to talk for 28 minutes, but I wanted to speak out and say everything, and I did want to do that YouTube rant. I thought it was worth the time. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that in here. So, I hope that the late end of video live stream announcement that I'm trying to do one was worth sticking around for. In here, a little last shot of the jersey I got in the mail, the old Senators red jersey. So anyways, guys, on those notes, I hope you have enjoyed this video if you did stick around. And on that note, folks, take care, and as usual, bye for now, and hopefully I will be doing a live stream this coming Sunday. And remember, I will keep you posted on Discord for sure. And I will try to do a video Saturday night so I can do a final last-minute confirmation with the rest of you who do not follow me on Discord. And if you do want to join the Discord server, hit the About section on my channel. There is a link. It'd be great to have a few more people on there. Anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. And on that note, finally, I'm going to end it now. Take care, and as always, bye for now.